Digital storytelling and using a variety of these technologies are part of our wheelhouse. Here at the center, we use augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality. We do digital scanning, as well as projects that deal with this sort of digital storytelling or digital narrative. We have about 26 students, and they work on real-world projects that incorporate digital technologies into various humanistic endeavors that could use maybe a little digital enhancement.
The power of augmented reality is that it does conjure a person or a building out of thin air and can place it, right where it used to be.
We're working with Dr. Lisa Falk over in the Arizona State Museum, and in collaboration with a number of cultural centers here. Our unit was designed to really put together all the technology related to that particular project.
My name is Mark David Binate. I'm the producing artistic director at Borderlands Theater.
And 6 feet above and said, let's jump, let's dance.
Borderland Theater is a theater company. It was started in 1986, but has been really doing a lot of very social justice themed kind of plays. And so I think we try to bring that history and that heritage to life through oral histories and then reenacting those oral histories with actors in period costumes. And that ability to kind of be in this kind of immersive environment, I think there's still so much more. We're just tapping the surface of what can be done.
Welcome to the Mission Garden, where we represent the food and agriculture experiences of all the peoples who have contributed to Tucson's history.
The history and the heritage that we try to highlight in this project is something that either people kind of know because they grew up around it, but I think when something's around you all the time, I think you kind of take it for granted. When you go back and you kind of, in a way, learn the origin story of either yourself or the community you're in, it changes your whole perspective.
In addition to the multi-ethnic makeup of our developers, part of what we do here at the center is also to work with underserved communities, to empower them with various technologies and to reach audiences in ways that they never could before.
Now as I walk through this area, there's something about seeing an old picture and seeing the people in it and being like, oh, they look just like me, or they look just like my family members, and there they are running a barber shop. I think it's really important to preserve these stories, these histories, and then for those that don't know, that didn't grow up in these neighborhoods, for just their educational benefit to know the full story of how Tucson came to be. It ties you to the land in some ways. It makes you feel like, if they did it, I can do it.
These digital platforms really allow for engaged interaction with these kinds of social issues, but also to do it digitally attracts a different generation that may not necessarily sit down and read a textbook or a magazine.
These projects plant seeds. It leads to more people appreciating history and more opportunities for folks to come out and exchange that history and those stories. I think we hope that by people sort of discovering this, especially if that's part of your own heritage, that knowing that origin story, it changes the way you walk through the world.